Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. Time to play Panzer Dice 2, The Last Battle. Okay, so you know I love myself a good tank game, and we're all set up here. We filled out our whole soldiers, and you know it starts with the pack 43, so I like to use a cube to remind myself of that. We're gonna roll a d6 to see where we start, and we start in area number 4. Okay, and then let's go ahead and fight some Germans. That's a pretty good starting roll. We have a 2, so that goes, we choose the tank, some repairs which are not really needed, and a radio orders and fire. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use the radio orders. I don't really need to use it because I can already take out this tank with the 2 fire dice I have, but let's be overkill. So remember, the first die does 1 damage and then 2 plus for each additional one. So repair, we have a repair, you need 2 of these 4s to repair, but you know, it's already at max. And then we have 5 hit points of firing, so the first tank is destroyed. And we put a cube here to remember we have destroyed 1. Remember, if you get to 7, you fully heal your tank. If you haven't watched my first video of this game, which is called Fresh Off the Printer, please do, because I describe the rules when I'm doing that video. So it might be confusing watching this if you haven't watched that. And then we move, and I will actually move to the left here because I want to go up here where I can get most amount of items. Okay, and then we go ahead and roll again and hope for no 2s or 3s. And I guess I shouldn't have said that, because when you say that, that's when it happens. And look at that, yeah, we have 1, 2, and 1, 3. Okay, so we have 1 fire and 1 radio orders. I'm gonna go ahead and change the radio orders to a fire. And I could potentially re-roll this, but it's generally quite dangerous to do so. I would need a 1 or a 5, so I'm just gonna do, use what I have. So 2 firing dice gives me 3 hit points, so I destroy the tank. And then this guy goes from 3 to 2. And recruit, I have no soldiers to recruit. And then we roll the threat dice. And we roll a 6, and 6 is this guy, so I take no damage. We go ahead and re-roll. And, ooh, that's a bad roll. A 3, a 3, and a 2. So we need to get the pack 43 to shoot at us. So we re-roll these 2. Hope for a 2 or a 3, but we get a 1. So the 1 radio orders, let's go ahead and change that into fire, and we fire at the tank. And then we roll the threat die, and we're, guaranteed to take damage now. It's a 2, so the 2 is the machine gun and the mortar, so we take 2 points of damage to our soldier. And we re-roll this, hope for a 2 or a 3. It's a 1 again. Let's re-roll it. And it's a 1 again. And yeah, you can re-roll your order dice a maximum of once per turn. We change the radio orders to a recruit, and recruit 1 soldier. And then we roll again, and this time it's a 5, and the 5 corresponds to the Panzer and the mortar, so we take 1 hull damage and 1 soldier damage. Wow, it's not looking good, guys. And this time we roll a 3, so we're happy that the pack 43 shoots at us, because that removes all the enemies. However, we have to take 1 hull damage and 1 soldier damage. And this time we get to move out because there's no soldiers left on the board. And remember, you can move by sacrificing 2 soldiers or 1 hull point. And yeah, that was a lot more lucky this time. We get more fire. We get 3 fire. We don't need that many. And then radio orders. So I'm changing the radio orders to recruit. So we have two dice for repair. That's what's needed to repair once. So we repair 1 point. The firing is ignored, and recruitment, we recruit 1 soldier. And then we move on, and we end in one of these spaces with the artillery. We roll a d6 to see what items we find. And it's a 2. I always roll 2, it seems, on the items. And we can choose between 2 soldiers or 2 Panzerfaust and a smoke grenade. I take 2 Panzerfaust and 1 smoke grenade. And then we have to fight. And again, I roll pretty good, man. It's not often that actually that you roll this good and not meet a bunch of guys trying to kill you. So the radio order I will change to a repair and leave it at that. So the radio order repairs 1, and firing, nothing to fire on. And recruit, we have 2 dice, so again it's the same as firing. 1 die is 1 soldier, and then you get +2 for each additional die used. So we would heal 3, but we can only heal 2. We're at maximum amount of points now. And then we move. And again, we're at this item location where you see the artillery icon. And this time we roll a 1. And that's 3 Panzerfaust or 2 mortars and 1 smoke grenade. I go for the Panzerfaust. So I have 5 Panzerfaust now. And then we have to fight. And again, I would say that we roll pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I would like more fires, but you can't, always get what you want. So we have a repair, but it's already at max. And then the firing, we fire once, so he is down to 2 points. And then we use 2 Panzerfausts to bring those points down. So he's dead, and we gain a Panzer kill. That's our 3rd Panzer that we kill. And recruitment is also ignored because I'm at maximum strength. So we move on to the next zone, and we keep fighting. And this time we have a little bit more enemies, but we also have a little better fighting. So, and more repairs. I don't really need those. Okay, so the radio order I will change to a fire, and the repairs are ignored. That's 3 points of damage, so I do 2 points of damage to the Panzer. That's our 4th Panzer killed, and then 1 to the machine gun. And then I use the Panzerfaust to 1, 2, take him down as well. And the reason why I wasted my Panzerfaust now is because I don't really want to stay in this zone where we have the tank, because I'll have to roll 2 of these nasty threat dice. And I moved up, and I'm almost about halfway to the end, so that's actually pretty cool. I've never been this lucky before. Okay, and we fight again. And yeah, seems like my luck is starting to run out. We're starting to get some opposition now. Okay, so repair, I don't save it. You have to use 2, and you have the possibility to save it for the next round if you want to. That's the only one you can save, but I don't. I fire 1 shot at the tank, and then recruit, there's nothing to recruit. And I roll for their fire, and it's a 2, so it's gonna be this guy, the machine gun, and I lose 1 soldier. You see in the corner here, by the way, I haven't told you, but that's how you see what kind of type of damage they're gonna do. And then we roll again. And then we have 1 and a 5, and we're starting to get a lot of enemy units now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to re-roll these to fill those zones up, and it's 2 5s, so that's 2 fires. So that's 3 points of damage that we can do. So we take out this Panzer. We have now killed 5 Panzers and this guy. And then we roll the threat dice, and it's a 5, so that corresponds to that guy, so we take 1 whole damage. And then we go ahead and roll next turn. And remember that we could potentially move if we wanted to. It's just going to cost us either 2 soldiers or 1 whole point. Let's see here. The 2 goes here and the 3 goes there. And then we have a 5 and a 6, but I'm just simply going to reroll. And we have a 4 and a 5. Okay, so the 4 is I don't save it, and the 5, I fire 1 shot at this Panzer. And then we roll for the enemy. And it's a 4, so it's going to be this guy and this guy. So 1 hull hit and 1 soldier loss. And we roll again. And a 4 and a 6, and we re-roll. And again, when you want those 2 and 3s, you don't usually get them. We got the 2, but stuck with a 4. And we ignore the repair, and then we roll the threat dice yet again. And it's a 4, so again it's this and this guy. So 1 hull damage, 1 soldier damage. And we roll again, and a 6, we don't want a 6. And a 1, so we turn the 1 into a fire. And we take out the tank. And then they get to fire yet again. And it's a 6 this time, so again it's a tank from this one. Ooh, that's not good. And we roll again. And a 4 and a 4, that's a repair. I think actually I might use that. Nah, let's re-roll. A 5 and a 6, I should have used it. Okay, so I'll fire at this guy. And I'll recruit 1 soldier. And threat dice yet again. And it's this guy and this guy. So 2 soldiers lost this time. Wow. And this is how you kind of can get bogged down. And that's, again, my only complaint with the game, that when you end up in this situation, there's not much you can do. I could potentially recruit soldiers now, but I feel like I need to get out of this situation. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. And that was a good choice because I rolled a 2 and a 3, so it's filled up. And that means these guys are out of here. They're killed by the Katyusha, which does not make any damage on me, luckily. And finally, I get to move forward. And you see how long I was stuck there, and almost as long as it took to get there. And we roll again, and we need to find some enemy Panzers now to kill. And we're quite unlucky with our roll, as you can see. We have a tank, a soldier, 1 more soldier, and a 6 and a 1. I will change the 1 to a fire and keep the 6. So with the fire I damage the tank, and then I use my last Panzerfaust to kill the tank, and I now have claimed 7 kills, so my hull is completely repaired. And then I recruit 1 soldier, and now I have to roll for that nasty enemy fire. And I roll a 5, and a 5 is the mortar, so I lose 1 soldier. Okay, I re-roll. I roll 4, 5, and 3, so the 3 is going to be a tank, and I'm going to re-roll these 2. Hope for a 2 and a 3, but I don't get a 2 and a 3. I get a repair, which is ignored, a fire, I decrease the value of the tank, and then we go ahead and roll for them again. A 4, which is the tank and this guy, so I'm getting really low on soldiers now. That's not good. And the 3 and a 1, I will re-roll the 1, hope for a 2 or a 3. I get a 6, so at least that's a recruit. And I roll for the enemy, and I roll a 3, so that's going to be, poof, 2 hits on my soldiers. Now I'm in real trouble. I'm going to re-roll this. A 1, I'll try again, a 2 or a 3. Yeah, I got a 2, that's good. Okay, so all of these are dead. Or I guess they retreat, because it's the pack firing at me now. So I lose 1 soldier and 1 hull. And I move forward. And now I have to start recruiting really bad, because my soldier stat is super low. And again, I'm super unlucky. I roll a 3, 2 3s and a 2. And then I have 1 6 and a 5 and a 4. And I think I'm going to re-roll these and try to get the recruitment. So I got 1 recruitment and another enemy. Okay, so the enemy goes here. So that's 2 recruitment points. So I get 1, 2, 3. And then we roll for the enemy to fire. And we roll a 1. So that's going to be the tank firing at my tank. And then we go ahead, and I'm going to use the smoke grenade on this fella. I'll actually use it on this one and hope I don't get smoked. Okay, there we go. A 2 and the 4. I'm gonna re-roll. Hope for a 2 or a 3, and then it's a 2. That's great, because this time it's Katyushas helping me out. So the enemy is removed from the board. Okay, and we move on. And we're getting close, but we're dangerously now damaged and low on soldiers, so we need to get out of here. Let's hope for at least one good roll. And it's just 1-2, so that's perfectly fine. We choose the tank. 3 fire dice, 1 recruit, and 1 repair. Okay, so the repair, I don't save it, and the fire dice I shoot at the Panzer. And then the recruit, I recruit 1 soldier. And we move on, and now it's a dangerous zone with one of those tanks in it. And roll. And again, we keep getting lucky now. That's good. Very good. So the 1, we change that into a 6. And with the repair, we use 2 of them. Repair our tank, 1 point. And the fire, it's 2 dice, so it's 3 points of damage. So we kill that tank. And then recruit, we can recruit 1. And we move in, and it's hard to see here in the last boxes, but there's an artillery piece there, so we get to roll for items. And roll a 1 again, so 1 is 3 Panzerfaust, or 2 mortars and 1 smoke grenade. We definitely take the 3 Panzerfausts. Okay, and we go ahead and roll again. And not as lucky this time, but it's alright. We have the tank. And we take this guy. A repair, a fire, and then radio orders, and we change that into a fire. And we repair the tank. And then we fire, take out this tank. And then we have the enemy. We roll for him. And he rolls a 6, so he actually does 1 damage. And I'm contemplating whether I should actually move on and lose 1 whole damage now, because I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. That's a little bit too much. I think I'll gamble and go again before moving, so I don't have to lose troops and such. And another tank. We have a fire and 2 radio orders and a recruit. Okay, so we change these 2 radio orders to fire. So we have 3 fires now. That's going to be 5 points of damage. So 1. And he has still 1 hit point left. So we use 1 Panzerfaust. We go from 3 to 2 and take him out as well. And recruit. We recruit 1 soldier, so we're up to 8. Okay, so that's good. We got rid of them all. We move to the left now, because there's a red box in front of us. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's the same amount. We roll again, and I really hope no 2s or 3s. 2 3s, so that's not very delicious. And only 1 fire this time. Okay, so we got 1 repair. The fire, we fire at the tank. And recruit, we recruit 1 soldier. And then we roll for the enemy. And we roll a 6, so this guy activates and fires at my tank. And I think I'm actually going to start moving now. So I'll move forward, and I'll lose 2 soldiers. And then we roll again. And we have a 3, and 2 5s. And I re-roll the 5s. Hope for the pack to fire again. And we have a 2. Radio orders have to go with that. We change that to recruit and recruit 1. And then we roll for the enemy, and it's a 2. So 2 soldier damage. That's not good. And we move again, and this time we move into a tank zone. Very bad. We take 1 whole hit because we're moving with enemies present. And we roll this, hope for a 2 or a 3. It's a 6. We re-roll it. Come on. Oh, that's really bad. We gain 1 soldier because now we're in a tank zone, so we have to roll 2 of these. I roll a 4 and a 5, so the 4 is going to cost me 1 hull and 1 soldier, and the 5 is going to cost me 1 soldier, 1 hull. That's really bad. I'm going to go ahead and keep moving out of that zone. So we're only 4 zones away. I take 2 soldier damages this time. And we're down now to 1 hull point and 1 soldier. Sorry, 3 soldiers. We re-roll this and we really need a 2 or a 3 now. A 4. A 3. Okay. So that means these guys go away. However, it's pack 43 this time, so unfortunately we have to lose our tank and we lose 1 whole hit. We can still repair our tank, but we cannot fire until it's been repaired. Okay, we go ahead and roll and hope for the best. There's 2-2, so that's not very good. Let's see here, 2 repairs, 1 recruit, and 1 radio orders. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the radio orders to recruit, and I think I'm gonna take my chances and re-roll the repair die. And that was a bad option. I think I'm gonna have to go with that. Okay, so recruit, I get to recruit 1, 2, 3, and then roll the threat die, and it was a 4. Perhaps you didn't see it. A 4, that's gonna be 2 soldiers lost. Wow. I have to move out of there. I can't stay, so I'm moving up. There's only 2 boxes remaining, and I lose 2 soldiers doing so. So I have only 1 soldier left. And I roll a 1 and a 2. And the question now is, should I re-roll this or use it to recruit? I'll re-roll it. 2 or a 3 and I'm good to go. Yeah, it's a 2. So that means all of these go away because it's the Katyusha firing. And we move up now to the last box. I only need to survive this box and I have 1. So we re-roll our dice one last time. Wow. Never seen anything like it. It's a 3, it's a 2, it's a 3, it's a 3, it's a 2. Wow. Okay. The recruit recruits 1. And then I have 2 Panzer dice to shoot. So I'll fire the Panzerfaust. So I'll take out this mortar. And then I roll for the enemy now. And I roll a 3, and that's incredibly unlucky because the machine gun does 1 shot and the sniper does 1 shot, so that's 2 points down, and I only have 2 soldiers left, so I'm dead. 1 box away from victory. I have failed. Yeah, that's a really close call. Anyway guys, that is Panzer Dice 2. That's it, that's the whole game. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to buy this game, you can get Panzer Dice 2, The Last Battle, for only $150 US on Wargame Vault. Again, you don't need anything besides, you know, a normal printer. You can print it at the library, at your job, at your school, and the only thing you need to bring when you're traveling is these 2 pages, some dice, and some cubes. It's a really great travel game. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, I hope that you subscribe to my channel, and liking and commenting on the video also helps me out a lot. If you're interested in this kind of games, please stay tuned to the channel because I'm definitely going to be doing more of them. I'm also going to be covering Panzer Dice 3 in the future. So guys, again, thank you for watching. See you next time.